it's not him singing / rapping from this perspective. He's singing and talking about his past experiences through everything. And that's where I like it. I like it when an artist stays true to what the title is. We've had Roddy Ricch live life fast and fail us on actually talking about just giving album titles. Like
Realmatic Podcast.
Rod Wave,
yeah.
Nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
Marlon. As one of the biggest fans of one of the biggest artists.
You disrespect.
Yeah, you very disrespectful. Say the whole shit.
What do you think about this project, man? Rod Wave, man.
I would like to say my dog was already 4 times platinum. Everything he put out is a hit.
This motherfucker don't miss.
I need to put some respect on my man's name. He ain't like y'all other artists out here that got to go into the streets and got to talk about this and got to talk about that. He speak from the spirit. He speak from the soul. And his music is an experience. I know. Don't let social media and the things that you see with because a lot of people get the same opinions about his music being so low at times or being so depressing. But it's like I can tell you're not really listening to the music because he's really talking about the journey. He's talking about the experience. He's talking about hard moments. And it's like, and then maybe I'm stealing this from my little brother or stealing for somebody else. Somebody literally talking about but say Raw Wave is like the Black Ed Sheeran, and just like I guess the way he's making his songs in a way he's not following the trend how everybody else would in music. So when it came to this album, I mean, I don't expect nothing less. Like I think the notable song to note on this album is Boys Don't Cry.
Boys Don't Cry.
Boys Don't Cry. And if you ask me, I like the acoustic version better than the actual album version because this man really pours into the shit that he's saying. I'm telling you, if you ain't listen to the lyrics, that's on you. But that man really is preaching to you and really trying to like explain the experience. So like even in like later cuts of the album, when you get down to like 2018, where the beats just like literally on some different shit. Like honestly, even when he started the album with like a song Nostalgia, he was trying to invoke a feeling. He really was trying to use them samples to really give you something.
Bro had like a little Take Care vibe right there, bro.
Right. Listen, and he's a big ass Drake fan, so it's kind of like at a point you can see the inspiration that's coming in, but like he said, he gonna do his own way. And like this, I don't know, like it's really great storytelling that he gives, and even the song like Great Gatsby, I think near the middle to the end, like that man is different. I feel like at this point in his career, if you ain't find nothing that you like by Raw Wave, at that point it's just not for you.
Dang. What you gotta say, Rod?
I'm gonna say this is my first full Rod Wave project I've actually sat down, listened to front to back, and like took a moment to get away from the memes and the jokes about Rod Wave and be like, all right, let me sit here and listen to what this man talking or what he sound like. As a new Rod Wave fan to this and just trying to enjoy this, it made me miss Juice WRLD.
Damn.
Not gonna hold you. Like Rod Wave in my new listener experience feels like listening to a more sound mind Juice WRLD. Where you're talking about depressing things and not all the way depressing, more looking at the brighter side of it. No matter how he sings it and how he kind of raps it, it still sounds good. I can't lie. Bryson Tiller told us Trap Soul is going, like, that title is really enveloped what music is really becoming. And listening to this project, and I know that he has another project, which is, what is it? Is it like Street Gospel or something along the gospel, whatever it is? That's what it envelops. That's what it sounds like. And I like the way that he sounds. I can tell that he pulls from his, like, feels like sometimes when he sings, he sounds a little like, you know, that young NBA young boy when he wants to kind of rap or sing. And he gets into this pocket that I'm like, I'm not opposed to this.
Y'all love that word.
What, pocket?
Yeah.
But like he gets into this feeling that I'm like, okay, I feel it. The top part of the project, the first like 5-6 songs are a little bit slower. It is a lot of great songs. I can see that it's nothing that's terrible on here. It's not like, oh, this is trash. No, like Long Journey was a great song. I loved it. Track 2. where he has like a line. He's like, "Yeah, more money, no more problems. Nah, it's more people with their money problems, and you want me
Mm-hmm.
to solve them." And it's like, "Oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. That was hard. Call your friends. Come see me."
Oof,
Even what is it? The Great Gatsby song. It was like,
it
"Yo,
was so good.
I threw a party." It was like one of the biggest things, and also, I feel like he still continued to play to the nostalgia title throughout the project. It's not him singing slash rapping from this perspective. He's singing and talking about his past experiences through everything. And that's where I like it. I like it when an artist stays true to what the title is. We've had Roddy Ricch live life fast and fail us on actually talking about just giving album titles. Like, oh, I see
Mm-hmm.
what your vision was. I see what it is. And even if you look at like the album cover with like the moving album cover, we talking about the chain glowing. It's just you can tell that he's talking about a level up in his life, his perspective. Even when you talk about like rap, like the song Rat Beef, it's not about rap. It's about it, but it's about yo, I'm trying to stay out of that. I don't want to deal with that. I've done my time. Dude said I did my second life. This is my second life. This is what I'm living right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, if y'all want the beef with me, yeah, y'all can, but that's not what I'm really pushing. This is what I'm on right now. So, that's my perspective as a new Rod Wave fan to nostalgia, man.
Need I say more?
Yeah, I see
My nigga
more.
said everything, dog. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like, bro, this project was great, man. No
Mm.
skips. No skips. I love the way that it flowed. I love the melancholy vibe that he has. Um, he's just a really talented artist, man. And I'm really happy that we were able to review this project because it's something that actually sounds good in different formats.
Mhm.
You can listen to it in the morning, listen to it at night, listen to it whatever you're doing. And I think that Rod Wave is one of those names where we really don't talk about him much, but he's really dope. Like this nigga really don't miss. If we keep it in a buck, he really don't miss.
Never do.
So it's kind of like fucked up why we don't talk about him as much as we should. I don't know if it's because of his size, and I'm just keeping it a buck. I
Yeah.
really, for real though, like I
Oh,
don't know, like real shit though, real shit. Like I feel like
You
that
don't
plays
get
a
many
role.
Rod Wave features, bro, on
You
your
don't,
albums.
you don't.
We're so used to getting like the same couple people, and it's kind of weird. It's like, yo, do y'all not hear what this man's voice can do?
Facts, facts. Damn,
Nothing,
he
no
remind me of
shots to
that
Don
other dude.
Tolliver. No,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? No shots to Don Tolliver, but that man's voice is taking over the sounds of like Metro Boomin, these things. It's like, dog, y'all don't know how to work with a voice like Rod Wave. Like after
Yeah.
listening to this for real, it's like, oh, okay, I can advocate seeing a Rod Wave feature and being like, he might provide some shit. You know what I mean?
And I love the energy that it gave off because Rod Wave is like that dude that was just cool and he just stayed to himself. Like he was just introverted. He just didn't like to be all out in the scene and shit like that. He just stayed in the background, just chilling. Like he a chill ass dude. And it's just like the things that he was going through, the struggles that he went through, and the way that he persevered throughout this album it's inspirational. Like I think this whole album is inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he really didn't miss. I don't really have too many critiques. I just think that, like I said before, it's melancholy. So it was moments where it gets a little sad. But other than that, he kind of brings it back up with a lot of sounds. And I like how, like Ross said before, the nostalgic feel. It's a lot of sounds that you've heard before. He's copying certain flows and stuff like that. When I'm like, I remember this shit, and he makes it sound good. Like I remember there was one song he did a Paramore, did a Paramore song, and I was like,
Oh yes,
damn, yeah, that shit hard right
yeah.
there.
I couldn't remember
Yeah,
what song it was, bro. I was like, yo, I
mm-hmm.
know this.
yeah.
I know this,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I know what you
That
mean.
nigga, bro, that nigga be smooth as fuck on these tracks, bro. He really do, and it's just like we really gotta like start paying attention to him. It's kind of the similar, it's kind of the same way that I looked at Kodak Black. It's one of those names where people enjoy this music, but we never really put him up there with one of the greatest.
Because
And
think
with
about
Rod Wave,
no, God, and I don't mean to cut you off there. It's because of the category of music that they're in. I feel like when you got a lot of dudes like in like the NBA young boy, more of a street music lane, at a point, from my perception of it as a category, a lot of dudes kind of stay in the same category and it never reached mainstream appeal. Like, and you could say that, yeah, you're 4 times platinum, but it's like, why aren't the major artists reaching out to you to get more collabs? But shit, I just feel like a lot of those dudes, they stay in their same pocket. Even with your Kodak Black example, hey, you could say he as mainstream as you could think of he is, but at the same time, he's still street at the same time. So it's like the reach and like the recognition, it doesn't always come.
I mean, the thing is, he got the recognition though, because he got the plaques and everything like that. So it's not like we don't know about him. It's just people don't really regard him at that level. But I will say that he was very comfortable on this project, and I need him to switch it up.
I will say, as a first-time listener, it was good to have a lot of him on the project, but I did wonder where some more features could have came in. There was a song, I think, was it Backlit at the end, towards the end, and I could hear a little Dirk feature in there. Not gonna even lie. I was like, I could have heard Dirk on here, or like even Get 21 Savage was cool, and he added to the song, and I liked it. And I played to 21 Savage and his R&B love feel to him. But yeah, I think it was just like, oh, this is a good amount of Rod, but I could have seen you get a couple features.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what would y'all rate this project, man? What y'all giving it?
I'm giving it an 8. It's not 100% perfect, but as a first time listener, I'm giving it an 8 right now, and it's gonna. Hopefully I keep going back to it and wanting to enjoy that vibe.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I give it an 8. I feel like I need to listen to it a lot more.
Yeah.
For sure.
Rod Wave,
man. Big ass boy.
Realmatic Podcast.